Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Panthers coming in at 6-5, going up against the Patriots, who come in at 6-5. So for the call of this Week 13 matchup, let's bring in our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good month. And look at this. Right away, a loose football between the New England Patriots. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And the Carolina Panthers. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. The left side completion to Jones. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Coney Ely in on the tackle. And on this offense, a guy that kind of came in under the radar, Lewis.
Hard to believe that Dion Lewis was that far under the radar. There is something to precedent from schools. Played at Pitt, and they do know how to churn out running backs.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A shotgun snap for Romo. His pass caught at the 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said, no way, he's a linebacker.
Second and goal to go now. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks. Just like a quarterback were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Novak's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Elliott. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction. So a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. A great read and a It's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. After the interception, here's Romo surveying the field. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Let's go now. Let's go.
2nd and 10. Romo once more complete to his running back. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here we go. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down is Romo. He's going to air one out. And, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
The same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. On that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And he couldn't hang on to it through.
Catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have went on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They come up in an offset. A first down carry. Going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline and use him.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Here we go. What? Nine.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys that low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And here's a look at the starting offense. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Ohio. Come on, let's go.
2nd down, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Play action now, Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And Gano's kick is right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they last time out but couldn't connect.
I think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now.
It's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Now a play fake here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. 3rd and long here. It's Romo. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They come out here in the eye. They go to Elliott again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as